Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, it's a bit warm. Oh, yeah, I'm back. Well, this is another Fred response. Mike down there in Portsmouth, PC31, the vinyl Policeman. Did you used to be a copper, Mike? Just wondering how. I'm always interested in how people get their names for these channels. Some just use their own names. Some come up with something daft and stupid, a bit like me. Some people are a bit more sensible. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, Mike and his oh, I could do with a drink. Mike and his pick a label, any label. 5 artists, record by each artist on that label. I've done Trojan, I've done two-tone, which I didn't think could be done, but I did do it. Mike said, yeah, go on, do it. I said to him in comment, I could do stiff, showing records you ain't shown. He said, yeah, go on, do it. I can't do the 7-inch singles. One, two, I think it's 2 bands here I haven't got 7-inch singles for, but never mind, we'll quickly do the albums. I'm sure you're sick to bloody death of seeing my ugly mug. So yeah, stiff label, first album, The Untouchables, which are an American band. I believe they were from California. I'd have to double check. Wild Child, Untouchables, their biggest hit was called Free Yourself. They're like a sort of ska, soul, ska punk type band. Absolutely bloody fantastic. This is a, I don't know why I'm holding it like that. This is a die cut album. You can, there's the inner sleeve. You can either have the two, well, it's two images. Guitar playing chap, or two eyes. Fantastic band. I believe it's still playing. I don't know if it's all original members or what, but I'm sure the original lead singer's still going. I wouldn't mind seeing them actually. But yeah, Free Yourself was their big one over here. I do have other stuff by them. I have that Free Yourself and 12-inch single. I Spy for the FBI is on here. That was another good one of theirs. Yeah, I've got another album here in the collection by them. Agent 00 Soul. Great band. Well worth seeking out if you can. I'll put links to the videos for some of these groups. I could have done the bleeding obvious for this band. Let's put this here out of the way. And that's Madness. Their first recording was on the two-tone label, and that was a 7-inch single called The Prince, which was their tribute to Prince Buster. And the B-side of that was a song called Madness, which was originally a Prince Buster tune. Madness 7, this is their third album, and it's a cracker. I love it. This is a German press from 1981. Inner sleeve, that's advertising their film. They released a film a good few years ago called Take It or Leave It. Again, I believe it's available on YouTube. Well worth seeking out and watching. There have been various sort of films about the band over the years. There you go. That's well, the album's called Seven. This is various things with seven in them. 7 Up. Madness to have 7 members in the band. 7 Sisters, Tube Station. Various slogans and saying, all linked to the word 7. And that's the rear sleeve with the song listings. I think it was only 3 songs released off of here, but the rest of the album's good. It's a cracking album. Cardiac Arrest, song called Shut Up, which I think is one of their most underrated single releases. Grey Day, fantastic single release that is. I've got a promotional copy of that with a I should have picked it out really. I might pick it out in a bit and sort of add a photo onto the end. It's a there's a typed out letter from Stiff Records with the single promoting it. But yeah, brilliant. Mrs. Hutchinson, that's on it. That's a good album track. Tomorrow's Dream. Benny Bullfrog is a bit of an oddity. That's Lee Kicks Thompson, the saxophone player. But yeah, Madness 7, their 3rd album. Go check it out. Very good. This one, I suppose everybody would have picked their 2nd album, Rum, Sodomy and the Lash. This is their 1st album, Red Roses for me. This one means quite a lot to me actually. A dear friend of mine who's sadly no longer with us, he got me into the Pogues. He had this album, he put it on and we were all jumping up and down and singing and shouting and goodness knows what to it. But yeah, fantastic album. I could have shown a 2nd one, Rum, Sodomy and the Lash, which is another absolute corker, but this one gets very little, well, very little promotion, I suppose you could say. Brilliant album. Red Roses for me, the Pogues. This one, well, King Curt, British psychobilly band. Big, yeah. And there is a big on the back sleeve. Yeah, they're a bit of a cult sort of psychobilly band. Much liked actually by people on the scootering scene. And they did well, they were booked to play a gig at the Isle of Wight scooter rally donkey years ago on red vinyl. Yeah, their concerts of gigs were sort of infamous for things being thrown around in the crowd and onto the stage and goodness knows what. And all there was to throw around at the scooter rally really was empty beer cans. But some idiots were throwing bottles and full beer cans onto the stage and at the band and clods of mud. They stopped playing. Just ended up going around the rally site in a van, selling merchandise, records, t-shirts. And then the mainstream sort of record labels got hold of them. And yeah, that was their downfall really. I think it was Polystyrene. I think she came out with a phrase years ago. Punk was good. Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. When the grown-ups got hold of it. The grown-ups got hold of this. And yeah. But great British psychobilly band. Fun band. You know, the Meteors are quite sort of hardcore psychobilly. King Curt, bit of fun. You know, they put a bit of fun into the music and that in their gigs, but in the end, the the record company's got hold of them, and that was it. Last but by no means least, on the stiff label, Plasmatics. I absolutely love this early Plasmatics stuff, punk sort of stuff. And when Joe Williams sort of became more sort of rockish, metalish. See if we can just whip this out quick. That's a bit of a more sort of, oh, it needs a damn good clean, this is. Bit of a more sort of classic stiff label. Hope you can see that okay. I do apologise for the dust on the record. But yeah, Wendy O. Williams, rather famous for her lack of lack of clothing on stage sometimes. There's a cracking video of them on YouTube doing one of my favourite songs by them called Butcher Baby. And she's on stage in boots, I think it's like leopard skin knickers, or panties as you call them over there in North America. And I think she might have a hat on as well. Other than that, it's a bit of electrical tape covering the nipples on her knockers. Yeah, she was well famous for that sort of stuff. Yeah, absolutely love this early Plasmatics. Jean Beauvoir, the black guy, used to stand in the background at most of the videos next to the drummer. He was often dressed in a white suit, wasn't he? Or was it a tuxedo or something? I think you call it over there. He went on to have a bit of a solo music career, didn't he? But yeah, there you go. 5 different bands, 1 album each band, all on the stiff label. There you go, Mike. I hope that was okay for you. See you again. Huh, Mo-fi. Don't get your knickers in a twist.